So I have come to terms with the fact that I am a complete nerd. I love budgeting and I am overly excited to be doing my sinking funds video today. I know, it's crazy, but I hope those of you watching are just as excited about it as I am. So today I'm going to be talking about sinking funds, what they are, how to use them, what they're for, and basically how to keep track of it all when managing your household finances. So basically, we are going to be talking about everything there is to know about sinking funds so that hopefully you can start tracking these for your family as well. And it really gives you peace of mind knowing that all of these expenses in life are taken care of and no longer a surprise. So if you are at all interested in learning about sinking funds and how you can utilize them in your life, this is a video you won't want to miss. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is what is a sinking fund? Well, it is money that you need to meet a specific savings goal. So like if you were planning a vacation for next summer, that's an example. Or another example would be like a Christmas fund. So you're going to set up a sinking fund for Christmas. That's another example. Another question is why we need them. Why do we need sinking funds? Well, it gives you peace of mind knowing that you have it covered when the time comes and that there aren't any unexpected surprises. So basically, again, it's if you have a Christmas fund, you're going to save so much a month for it. And so you know that come Christmas time, you have all of the cash you need to do your purchases. The last thing is how you determine what gets classified as a sinking fund. Well, it's totally based on your personal needs and your anticipated expenses that you and your family have over the next year. So that's basically what it is it's a projected amount for these anticipated reoccurring charges or anticipated expenses such as buying a new vehicle or Christmas shopping, or maybe you have family that lives out of state and you do a yearly family trip there. Those are things that would fall under a sinking fund category. So now I'm going to show you how I track mine and exactly how I log it, what I do, our specific sinking funds, and all of that. Okay, so right here, this is my annual savings category sheet. And this you can purchase in my budget bundle in my Etsy shop. I will link it down below if you're interested. But basically, these are the categories we have in our sinking funds. So the first one is our emergency fund, which we happen to have this $1,000, and so that is why it's just set aside. Then I have all of these others here totaling the $695, and this is to cover the expenses that are coming up for 2021. For instance, our Amazon Prime membership and Canva. Canva is a program I use for my YouTube channel and business. That is $225 a year between the two of them that I need to, for these two items. So that's one sinking fund. Well, sinking fund one is my emergency fund, but again, we already have the amount. So that would be my second. My third is Blue Sky Pest Control is $175 a year because we have termites. So we have to get termite treatments every year. Well, I don't think they're actual treatments. I think it's just a service to make sure there's no new activity. And if there is, it's a free treatment. But anyways, moving on. The next of these are all our vehicle registrations. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles and a travel trailer. So all of these, basically I took the total for the year and divided a certain amount. And so each month a certain amount goes into our vehicle registration sinking fund. So all in all, we have $1,695 set aside for this year's stuff. Down here, I have my sinking fund categories here, the annual amount listed here, and then this is for any notes or calculations. So for instance, Amazon and Canva, I already have it for 2021. So I took my total, divided it by 24, and now I put $10 a month into this sinking fund. Next is our pest control. It's $175 a year. When I calculated this, I just needed to save this amount for 17 months. So I divided that, and basically it's $10 a month going in this sinking fund. DMV registration, same thing, $295 divided by 24 months is $13 a month. School supplies is about $300 divided by 12 is $25 a month. Gym membership, it's the annual membership fee, gets paid once a year, so $60 divided by 12 is $5. Hunting fund, this is for my husband and my son. They need a total of $1,080 in a 12-month period in order to do everything. And this includes, we estimated gas, food, their licenses, and anything that's involved with hunting, it's included in this amount. So basically we take that amount, we divide it by 12, and that's $90 a month that goes to their hunting fund. Then we can have our camping trip, which normally we do multiple camping trips a year. However, this $1,000 is just for our big 2-week trip that we do with my entire family. And basically we had some money set aside for that already. So we take the $1,000, divide it by 8 months, and that's $125 a year. I'm sorry, $125 a month. So next is our Christmas fund, which is $1,800 a year that we plan to spend. Divide that by 12, that's $150 a month. The final sinking fund is our City of Mesa /SRP. We do a set amount of $100 a month, and that is just to help us during our really hot months when our bill is quite a bit more than normal. So that gives us a grand total monthly savings of $528 that gets put into our different sinking funds. Okay, so this is how I keep track of our sinking funds within our savings account. We have our emergency fund and all of this in one account, and I do that because it's just easier for me and it works. So one savings account for all of this stuff. And then these are the sheets I use to break down each sinking fund. Our emergency fund, our goal was $1,000. We've met that goal. We've had a few emergencies along the way. We replenished it in December. And this past week we had 2 unexpected occurrences happen. I had a tire blowout and we had to replace the spare tire. And then my vacuum broke, so we had to spend a little bit of extra money there. So we subtracted $168, which brings our balance to $832. So I know that on my next paycheck, I need to put that back. So this is our first sinking fund. Our next sinking fund is our Amazon Prime, $125 a year. We already have that saved for this year. So now I got to divide that by 24 months, and so I pay $5 a month to my sinking fund for Amazon Prime for 2022. And I just log it here. I'll deposit it, and then when I pay it, I'll minus it here for this year, and just keep going. This one is for Canva. It's $100 a year. I already have it saved for this year. And so now I was able to divide it by 24 and just save $5 a month for that fund. The following fund is our Blue Sky Pest Control. We have it already saved for this year. So now we pay $10 a month into this sinking fund so that in 2022, we have a total of $175 for that. Okay, next we have all of our vehicle registrations. We need $295 a year. We already have it set aside for this year. And so basically after doing the math, it's $13 a month that gets put into this sinking fund. Our next one is our school supplies. I know I need about $300 a year. I was putting this amount because I knew that in January I needed the $100 for their life fund, and that's for their field trips for their school for the following year. So now I basically put $25 a month in this sinking fund. Next is my husband's gym membership. It's $60 a year. Again, we just paid that, so now I just pay $5 a month into this sinking fund. This next one is hunting for my husband and son, $1,080 a year, and basically this is where my total's at. I put in, I don't even think it's $90 anymore. What is their hunting fund? Oh, it is $90. Okay, so that's accurate. So basically $90 a month for all of their upcoming hunts if they get drawn. Next one is our camping fund. We used to go on multiple camping trips. However, our focus for this year and next year is to get out of debt. So we are just doing our one major trip this year, and we need about $1,000 to do that. So we budget $125 a month, and then we will be able to do that and have the money we need in this fund. The next one is Christmas. $1,800 a year is our goal, and we will be putting $163 a month into that until we reach that goal. Our last sinking fund is our City of Mesa and SRP. We just put a flat $100 a month in just to help on the heavy hot months when our bill is like $150 more than it normally is. So with that being said, you guys, these are our sinking funds. How we do it is we get paid and we transfer that money into our savings account. Now I'm going to show you the sheet that we use to track it. Okay, so right here, this was this first paycheck. So this first paycheck, I put 0 on sinking funds because I know we're not going to pay towards our sinking funds until next paycheck. So next paycheck, I have it written down here. So I will be transferring $528 to my savings account, which is where all of my sinking funds are. So once I transfer the $528, I will come back here, and under each sinking fund category, I'll add the amount that goes towards that. So for, which one is this one? This is our emergency fund. That's 0. So the first one will be this. So $5 here, $5 there, and so on until that $528 is gone. Now, also on payday, I hope to have this $168 so that I can put back. So basically on this next paycheck, I'm going to do the $528 plus this $168, and then I'll have my emergency fund back, and I'll be on top of all of the other planned events upcoming for the future. So other sort of sinking funds would be like if you're purchasing a new car, if you're saving for a house, if you want a medical bill cushion, something like that. If you have, I don't know, like if you know, oh, I'm in college and it costs me $800 a semester for books, that would be another sinking fund. You could put your you know, call it, or tuition or whatever. You basically have these little tiny funds that you keep in a certain account, and then you have trackers and you keep track of how much money you have in each fund. So again, I sell this bundle in my Etsy shop. I will link it down below. I find it super beneficial. Again, if you are able to create these on your own time and your own computer and print them out, they have been lifesavers, and the system has really worked for me and my family, and I hope it can work for yours as well. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. I will answer what I can and help you where I can. But I hope this gives you a better understanding of how we do sinking funds, what they are, why we need them, what gets classified as a fund, and all of that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on my next video. Bye.